Every great dream begins with a dreamer, but only comes alive through desire. Let me tell you a truth that can change your life. Nothing in this world was ever achieved without desire. Not talent, not education, not luck. It all begins with a fire inside a fire called burning desire. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill tells the story of Edwin C. Barnes, a man who had no money, no connections, and no special skills. But he had one thing that made all the difference: a definite desire to go into business with Thomas Edison. People laughed at him. They said he was crazy, but Barnes didn't care. He didn't just want to work with Edison. He was determined to. And you know what happened? He got it. Not because he was the smartest, but because his desire was so fierce. It pulled the opportunity to him like a magnet. That is the law of desire. In 2025, we live in a world of options, distractions, and quick fixes. But success still follows. The same ancient law, desire backed by faith, is unstoppable. The reason most people don't succeed, their wants are weak. They say, "I'd like to be rich. I hope I get a good job." That's not desire. That's daydreaming. True desire is when you decide what you want, and you burn all bridges behind you. Hill said, "The man who wins is the man who thinks he can." And thinking you can starts with wanting it so bad that giving up is not even an option. If you want to become something more in your life, start by identifying what you desire most. Is it freedom, wealth, influence, a new business? Write it down. Describe it. Get specific. Then read it every morning. Feel it, speak it. This is not fantasy. It is the first step in programming your mind to win. Hill didn't say wish and grow rich. He said think and grow rich, and thought, when mixed with desire, becomes power. But here's the truth no one wants to say. If your desire isn't strong enough, you will quit. Life will test you. People will doubt you. You will fail sometimes. That's why your desire must be the kind that refuses to die. The kind that whispers, "I will, no matter what." Look around you. Every innovation, every business, every invention, you know how it started. One person with no roadmap, no guarantees, and a burning desire to make it happen. So I ask you now, what do you want badly enough to chase without apology? Because the moment your desire becomes definite, clear, and all-consuming, that's the moment your journey begins, and the universe, like Edison once did with Barnes, will start to open the door, not before. But the second you're ready. Faith is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with thought, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration and translates it into spiritual equivalent. Napoleon Hill desire is the spark, but faith is the fuel that keeps the fire burning until the dream becomes real. Millions of people have dreams, but only a few ever bring them to life. Why? Because most people want success, but they don't believe they can have it. Desire without belief is like planting seeds in concrete. Nothing grows unless the soil of the mind is rich with faith. Napoleon Hill said in Think and Grow Rich, that faith is a state of mind which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind. This means you don't have to be born with unshakable confidence. You can build it one thought, one word, one step at a time. Let me ask you, what do you say to yourself every morning? Do you say, "I'm not good enough," or "I always fail," or "success is for others, not me"? If so, stop right now, because your thoughts are the blueprint of your destiny, and what you repeatedly tell yourself becomes your truth. Here's what Hill taught. You must use auto-suggestion to convince your mind that your goal is real, even before the world sees it. Write down your definite purpose. Say it out loud every morning and every night. Visualize it, feel it. Act as if it already belongs to you. It's not magic, it's mental conditioning. Just like athletes train their muscles, you must train your faith. In today's world 2025, we are bombarded by doubt, news, social media, comparison, fear. It's easy to think you're not enough. But success doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the faithful. Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward." That's faith. It means taking bold action without knowing the full path, because your heart already sees the end. And when you move with faith, doors open, people show up, opportunities arise. Because faith is not passive. It's a force that pulls the unseen into the seen. But let's be clear, faith isn't blind hope. Faith requires you to act, to move forward, to keep going even when there's no evidence yet. Hill said, "Faith is the starting point of all accumulation of riches." And that's not just money. It's confidence, purpose, and fulfillment. So here's your challenge. Turn your desire into belief. Replace doubt with affirmation. Feed your mind with thoughts of victory. And walk boldly toward the life you know is possible. Because when desire is joined with belief, you become unstoppable. Not someday. Today. And that's when life starts to bend in your favor. Asterisk. Let me tell you something simple, yet powerful. Everybody starts, but only the persistent finish. We all know people who had a dream. They were excited, inspired, fired up, but a few weeks in, a few rejections later, they quit. They called it bad timing or blamed their circumstances. But the truth is, they lacked the one thing that separates winners from wishers. Persistence. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote, "Persistence is to the character a man as carbon is to steel. It's what hardens your resolve. It's what makes your desire unbreakable, even when life tries to shatter it." Here's the reality. No dream worth having comes easy. The road to success isn't paved with comfort. It's paved with resistance, setbacks, and tests. And every time you persist, you prove that you deserve what you're after. Let's talk about Thomas Edison. 10,000 failed experiments before he invented the light bulb. 10,000. Most people can't handle 10 rejections. But Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's persistence. And that's power. The same principle applies today. Even in 2025, with all the distractions, with all the quick wins, instant gratification, and shiny shortcuts, the persistent still win. Why? Because when the excitement fades together in harmony toward a definite purpose, miracles happen. So don't go it alone. Don't try to build your dream in silence. Don't waste years reinventing the wheel. Mastermind your way to the top. Your next level is not a lonely road. It's a shared journey, and the right minds will take you there faster, further, and stronger than you ever imagined. Asterisk. Everything ever created by man started first in one place: the imagination, the airplane, the smartphone, the electric car, the internet itself. These were once nothing more than invisible thought streams floating in the mind of a single person who dared to believe, and more importantly, dared to act. Napoleon Hill said in Think and Grow Rich, "The imagination is literally the workshop, wherein are fashioned all plans created by man." But here's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Implementation. It's one thing to imagine success. It's another to build it. In 2025, we have more tools, platforms, and technologies than ever before to turn ideas into income, purpose into product, and vision into value. Yet most people still fail. Why? Because they never move from imagination to execution. Don't let that be you. Let me give it to you straight. Your imagination is your superpower, but only if you combine it with consistent action. You can visualize wealth, freedom, or a thriving business all day long. But until you create a plan, take a step, launch that page, make that call, send that email, your dream stays locked in your head. Hill taught that every success story begins with a definite purpose, powered by imagination, and driven by organized effort. That's your formula. Purpose plus vision plus action equals results. Think about what you can do today in the world we live in. Want to start a business? You can launch a brand from your phone. Want to sell your art, your skills, Your message? Platforms like YouTube, Etsy, Fiverr, and Substack are waiting. Want to build influence? Social media gives you free reach to thousands if you use it with intention. But here's the catch. You can't wait until it's perfect. You must begin now. Don't let fear disguise itself as preparation. Don't get stuck in someday. Hill said, do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start messy. Start small. But start now. Use your imagination to see the future clearly and use your action to bring it into the present. Wake up every day and ask yourself, what small step can I take today that brings my idea to life? And take it. In a world of automation and artificial intelligence, your edge is creativity plus courage. That's a power no machine can replicate. Your unique voice, your unique gift, and your imagination, these are your greatest assets. So dream boldly. Imagine wildly. But don't stop there. Implement fiercely, because success in 2025 doesn't just belong to those who imagine more. It belongs to those who do more with what they imagine. Your future is already alive in your mind. Now bring it to life with your hands, your time, and your action. That's how dreamers become doers. That's how you win.